Welcome to Coming Home Daily, a weekday devotional practice for intentional living. I go by Christian H, and this month's theme is clarity, learning to see yourself and your next step clearly. Clarity begins with silence, not noise. If you're starting your morning scrolling, vibing out to music to and from work, getting constant conversation from children, clients, and or colleagues, and end of the day, Netflix and chilling, it's no wonder that when the time comes for you to go after the life of your dreams, all you're getting is static. Because here's the truth. Clarity rarely screams. Instead, it whispers and waits until you're ready to receive more. In today's society, noise is so common that you won't even recognize it until quiet comes. I'm a city girl, born and raised in Oakland, California to be exact, and there are all kinds of sounds going on at any given moment. We may not be the city that never sleeps, but we are a city that never fully shuts down. I can recall one moment of true quiet. One of the things that people may not know about my city is that we have these amazing redwood trees. So one year, many years ago, I chaperoned a camping trip for my nephew's school at the Redwood National Park. And if you know me, that was a labor of love because I tend to look at nature from the inside out. I got to the camp nervous about what I'd signed up for, especially when I saw the tiny two-person tent we'd be sleeping in with nothing else but sleeping bags. But I stayed hopeful about the possibilities, nevertheless. That hope lessened when I realized there was no self service out there in the woods. Then it turned downright terrifying once the camp leaders went over the rules and explained that the garbage had to be tied up in the trees to keep the bears from raiding the camp. Bears? I did not sign up for bears. Well, we were there now. So after a fun day of hiking and an evening by the fire pit, making s'mores and telling stories, and making sure every wrapper was off that ground, my nephew and I climbed into our tent, and everyone else did the same. I remember trying my cell phone, even though there had been no reception since we arrived. It was probably the first time I'd been without my cell since I bought it when I turned 16. I laid down on my back, seeing nothing but darkness in front of me. I couldn't even see my hands in front of my face. I was so out of my element that I just knew I'd struggle to sleep and fully disconnect. But it was so dark and so still that my body stopped its fight faster than I'd imagined. Not only did I rest and relax, I woke up the next morning surprisingly refreshed. It wasn't because I had found something new, it was because everything else had finally gotten quiet. While I am not suggesting that you go off somewhere secluded and cut yourself off from the world, I do suggest you find your quiet and listen for what's been trying to speak to you. You might discover that the clarity that you've been looking for has been whispering to you all along. Question for today: what noise do you need to turn down so that you can hear what matters the most? And you can repeat this part after me. Today, I come home to stillness. I release the need to have all the answers. I choose to listen more than I strive. I trust that clarity will meet me in the quiet, one step at a time. If this helps you today, you can keep going with me and subscribe so you don't miss the next Coming Home Daily. And if you're just starting out on your intentional living journey, I've linked my free starter kit in the description. Take this with you today, and I'll see you back here tomorrow, okay? Stay intentional and keep coming home.